already started to see that Barry is not really immune to everything. I mean, he's got a lot of powers, but there are things that can and have hurt him. How does that come up again in this crossover? Where's he most vulnerable? What are we starting to learn about him?
Well, the whole reason that this fight begins between Barry and Oliver has to do with the fact that Barry is manipulated by a metahuman, and somebody gets in his head, I guess we could say. So he's vulnerable to begin with in this episode because he's essentially a different person.
Okay.
He's kind of lost his mind a little bit. So yeah, he's very vulnerable in this episode.
How does that affect him after the crossover episode? I mean, not that he's going to have residual effects, but just knowing that he can be manipulated, knowing that he is still human, even if he's a metahuman.
I think Barry very much has always known that he's still human. I don't think he's gotten too carried away with his powers yet. I think he's still figuring them out. They scare him a little bit still. He's getting some confidence for sure, and he's learning new ways to use them and everything. But I don't think he's getting too far ahead of himself. I mean, he can be cocky at times because he has some pretty impressive abilities.
Right.
But I think when it's all said and done, he's kind of grateful for Oliver and for the Cisco and Caitlin kind of getting him through what he has to get through in this episode.
Okay. Yeah. We've seen him interact a lot with Iris already, the voice changing. How much is that something that he's going to keep trying to do in the coming episodes, or is he at a point where he's like, I've said what I can say, and if she's not going to listen to me, I have to try something new?
It's more of he's kind of had his piece with her, and it's Barry is they're going to take a little break between Barry and Iris, and I think the Iris and Flash situation is also going to kind of, there's nothing left to say, like you said. I mean, it's until Barry feels like it's time to tell her, then there really isn't anything, there's nowhere else to go with that.
Do you want Barry to tell her, or do you feel it's better if she finds out on her own and he has to deal with what that means?
I don't know if I'd rather she find out or Barry tells her, but I'd personally like her to find out soon. I think it's more interesting if she finds out soon, and where do we go from there?
Right.
So yeah, I'd like her to find out soon. I don't really care if she just kind of, if I tell her or if she finds out, but I think either could be interesting.
Okay. And we did see Joe went to Wells for some help with the case about Barry's mom, and where does Barry fall in that? Is he getting involved with them working together?
No. Right now, I don't, Barry doesn't know that's going on between Wells and Joe. That's something that's just kind of, Barry's not involved with it all at this point.
Okay.
At some point down the line, he will be involved with it, but it will be a much different situation by then.
Okay. All right. Sounds